Doctors warn, stop drinking these for morning beverages after 55. Morning routines often feel comforting, especially after 55, when the body craves stability and energy to start the day. But many of the beverages people drink out of habit, sometimes even believing they're healthy, can quietly harm the heart, joints, and brain. What seems like a harmless cup can raise blood pressure, trigger inflammation, or send blood sugar soaring before the day even begins. Doctors warn that these common morning drinks are among the most damaging for seniors. Knowing what to avoid each morning is one of the simplest ways to protect long-term health and keep independence strong. If protecting your health after 55 matters to you, subscribe and join this community focused on smarter daily choices. Share this video with loved ones, because avoiding just a few harmful morning drinks can lower risk of disease, preserve energy, and make healthy aging a reality for everyone. Coffee itself is not the problem. In fact, black coffee in moderation has been shown to improve alertness, support brain function, and even lower the risk of some diseases. The real danger comes from the sugary, flavored coffee drinks that have become a staple of many morning routines. These include lattes loaded with syrup, caramel macchiatos, mochas, and coffee with flavored creamers or sweetened condensed milk. After 55, when the body processes sugar more slowly and the heart becomes more vulnerable, these sweetened coffee drinks quietly add to inflammation, weight gain, and cardiovascular strain. The main culprit is the sugar content. A typical flavored coffee drink can contain 25 to 50 grams of sugar, sometimes more than a can of soda. When consumed first thing in the morning, this sugar floods the bloodstream, causing a rapid spike in blood glucose. The pancreas responds by releasing insulin to bring glucose levels down, but for seniors, insulin sensitivity is often lower. This means sugar lingers in the blood longer, increasing the risk of type 2 diabetes. High blood sugar also damages blood vessel linings, leading to inflammation and plaque buildup that raise the risk of stroke and heart disease. Beyond sugar, many of these drinks also include unhealthy fats. Flavored creamers and whipped toppings are often made with hydrogenated oils or trans fats, which directly increase LDL, the bad cholesterol. Over time, this contributes to clogged arteries and reduced blood flow to the heart and brain. Seniors who already face age-related stiffening of arteries are especially vulnerable to these effects. A daily caramel latte or mocha might feel harmless, but it steadily adds to cardiovascular wear and tear. Another concern is the calorie load. Many of these drinks contain 250 to 500 calories per cup, mostly from sugar and fat. For seniors who are less active than they were in younger years, these extra calories quickly lead to weight gain. Carrying excess weight not only stresses joints but also worsens high blood pressure, cholesterol problems, and inflammation. Doctors often emphasize that hidden calories from beverages are one of the easiest ways to undermine an otherwise healthy diet. Artificial additives in sweetened coffee drinks also add to the problem. Flavored syrups, creamers, and powders often contain preservatives, emulsifiers, and artificial flavors that can contribute to inflammation. While the body may tolerate small amounts, daily exposure adds to the burden on the liver and digestive system. For seniors with slower metabolism and more sensitive digestion, this creates unnecessary stress. Even caffeine itself becomes a concern when combined with sugar. The stimulating effects of caffeine mask the body's early signs of fatigue after the sugar crash, leading to cycles of jitteriness, irritability, and exhaustion. Seniors who rely on sugary coffee drinks for energy in the morning often find themselves drained by mid-morning and craving more sugar or caffeine. This rollercoaster disrupts the body's natural rhythms and adds stress to the cardiovascular system. Replacing sugary coffee drinks with healthier alternatives makes a dramatic difference. Black coffee, enjoyed in moderation, delivers the benefits of caffeine without sugar overload. Adding a small splash of unsweetened almond milk or cinnamon for flavor keeps it light and heart-friendly. For those who prefer creaminess, a small amount of unsweetened oat milk or plain dairy milk is safer than flavored creamers. Natural sweeteners like stevia or a drop of honey, used sparingly, can add flavor without the harmful sugar load. Doctors recommend limiting added sugar to no more than 25 grams per day for women and 36 grams per day for men. Just one flavored coffee drink can exceed this limit before breakfast, leaving little room for other meals. Seniors who cut back on sugary coffee drinks often notice improvements in energy, fewer sugar cravings, and even better sleep, since the body is no longer cycling through highs and crashes. The transition doesn't have to feel restrictive. Seniors can experiment with spices like cinnamon, nutmeg, or cardamom, which not only add flavor but also bring anti-inflammatory benefits. Cold brew coffee with a splash of milk can provide smoothness without sugar. Even green tea or herbal coffee substitutes can offer morning comfort while supporting rather than straining health. The key message is that coffee itself is not the enemy, it is what gets added to it that creates harm. Sugary coffee drinks combine high sugar, unhealthy fats, empty calories, and additives that all contribute to inflammation, heart strain, and weight gain. After 55, when the body's resilience is lower, these drinks accelerate the very conditions seniors want to avoid. Choosing simpler, cleaner alternatives protects health while still allowing the enjoyment of a morning ritual. Fruit juice is often marketed as a healthy way to start the morning, but for seniors over 55, packaged juice is one of the most misleading choices. The bright labels, words like 100 natural, and pictures of fresh fruit suggest health, but the reality inside the bottle tells another story. Packaged fruit juice, whether it comes from concentrate, a carton, or a bottle, contains large amounts of sugar and very little of the fiber that makes whole fruit beneficial. Drinking it daily places stress on blood sugar, arteries, and the heart, quietly raising the risk of diabetes, stroke, and weight gain. The biggest problem with packaged juice is the sugar load. Even if no sugar is added, the natural fruit sugars become concentrated when juice is extracted. A single glass of orange juice can contain as much sugar as a can of soda. When this sugar is consumed in liquid form without fiber, it enters the bloodstream rapidly, causing a sharp spike in blood glucose. For seniors, whose insulin sensitivity is reduced with age, this surge lingers longer, placing stress on the pancreas and blood vessels. Over time, it contributes to insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, and arterial damage. Fiber is what makes whole fruit safe and healthy. Fiber slows digestion, allowing sugars to be absorbed gradually and preventing blood sugar spikes. Unfortunately, almost all packaged juices strip away the fiber during processing. What remains is sugar water with some vitamins. Without fiber, juice fails to deliver the steady, protective benefits of fruit. Seniors who drink packaged juice may believe they are making a healthy choice, but they are essentially consuming a concentrated sugar drink that adds to inflammation and vascular strain. Another hidden danger lies in the additives. Many packaged juices include preservatives, stabilizers, and artificial flavors to enhance taste and extend shelf life. These compounds offer no nutritional value and may irritate the digestive system or contribute to low-level inflammation. Some juices also add fortified nutrients like vitamin C or calcium, but these do not cancel out the negative impact of high sugar and lack of fiber. Packaged juice also undermines weight control. A glass of juice delivers calories quickly, without the fullness of eating whole fruit. For seniors with lower calorie needs, these liquid calories pile up easily, leading to gradual weight gain. Extra weight places more pressure on joints, increases blood pressure, and raises the risk of cardiovascular disease. Because juice doesn't provide satiety, many people end up drinking more than one serving, compounding the problem. The impact on arteries is particularly concerning. Regular consumption of high-sugar beverages increases triglycerides, a type of fat in the blood linked to clogged arteries and stroke. It also lowers HDL, the good cholesterol, which normally helps clear fatty deposits. This double effect creates the conditions for plaque buildup, reduced circulation, an increased risk of heart attack or stroke. For seniors already at higher risk, packaged juice quietly accelerates these processes. Even juices labeled no added sugar or 100 juice can mislead. The sugar naturally present in fruit is not harmful when eaten with the fruit's fiber, but without fiber, it becomes nearly identical to added sugar in its effects on the body. Grapes, apples, and tropical fruits like mango are particularly high in natural sugars, making their juices especially risky. Drinking them in concentrated form is very different from enjoying them whole. Healthier alternatives exist. Seniors can replace packaged juice with whole fruit, which provides fiber, vitamins, minerals, and hydration without the sugar spike. An orange, apple, or handful of berries offers natural sweetness plus fiber to slow absorption. For those who want a morning drink, infused water with slices of lemon, cucumber, or berries adds flavor without excess sugar. Blending whole fruit into a smoothie, with vegetables like spinach or kale, preserves fiber and creates a more balanced option. For those who truly enjoy juice, homemade versions using a blender rather than a juicer are preferable. Blending keeps the fiber intact, reducing sugar impact. Even then, portions should be moderate, no more than half a cup, and paired with protein or healthy fat to slow absorption. Doctors emphasize that the best hydration in the morning comes from water. After hours of sleep, the body needs fluids more than sugar. A glass of water with a squeeze of lemon can refresh and hydrate without harm. Pairing it with a small portion of whole fruit provides natural sweetness plus the protection of fiber. The takeaway is clear: packaged fruit juice is not the healthy beverage it appears to be. Its high sugar content, lack of fiber, and additives make it harmful for seniors after 55. It quietly fuels inflammation, raises blood sugar, and damages arteries. Replacing packaged juice with whole fruit or water is one of the simplest steps seniors can take to protect their heart, brain, and long-term independence. Energy drinks are heavily marketed as quick fixes for fatigue, but for seniors, they are among the most dangerous morning choices. These brightly packaged cans promise alertness and stamina, yet what they actually deliver is an unhealthy mix of high caffeine, excessive sugar, and artificial stimulants. While younger people may tolerate these ingredients with fewer immediate effects, after 55 the heart, arteries, and nervous system are more vulnerable. Drinking energy drinks daily doesn't just create jitteriness, it raises blood pressure, strains the heart, disrupts sleep, and increases the risk of stroke. The main problem with energy drinks is their caffeine content. Some brands contain 200 to 300 milligrams per can, which is equivalent to 2 to 3 cups of strong coffee. This amount, taken all at once, overstimulates the nervous system. Seniors often metabolize caffeine more slowly, which means its effects linger longer, raising heart rate and blood pressure for hours. For those with existing heart conditions or hypertension, this added strain can push the cardiovascular system into dangerous territory. Energy drinks also combine caffeine with other stimulants such as guarana and taurine. These compounds may amplify the effects of caffeine, creating an even stronger impact on the heart and nervous system. While marketed as unnatural energy boosters, these additives make it harder to predict how the body will respond. For seniors with reduced resilience, the combination can trigger palpitations, dizziness, or even cardiac arrhythmias. Sugar is another major concern. A single energy drink can contain 30 to 50 grams of sugar, more than the daily recommended limit in just one serving. This sugar spike floods the bloodstream, forcing the pancreas to release large amounts of insulin. Over time, this pattern leads to insulin resistance and raises the risk of type 2 diabetes. High blood sugar also inflames blood vessels, making them less flexible and more prone to blockage. For seniors, whose arteries may already be stiffening with age, this damage compounds quickly. Even sugar-free energy drinks are not safe. Artificial sweeteners, often used in diet versions, may still disrupt blood sugar regulation and gut health. Some studies suggest they can increase cravings, leading to overeating later in the day. In seniors, who often have more delicate digestive systems, these additives may cause discomfort, bloating, or irregular bowel habits. Energy drinks also disrupt sleep, even when consumed in the morning. The large dose of caffeine lingers in the bloodstream well into the evening, making it harder to fall asleep or stay asleep. Poor sleep increases cortisol, the stress hormone, which worsens inflammation, raises blood pressure, and weakens the immune system. For seniors, poor sleep also increases the risk of falls, memory issues, and fatigue the following day, creating a harmful cycle. Another hidden danger is dehydration. Caffeine acts as a diuretic, increasing urine output. Combined with the sugar load, which pulls water from tissues, energy drinks often leave the body less hydrated than before. Seniors are already more prone to dehydration, and starting the day with an energy drink only adds to the risk of dizziness, weakness, and impaired circulation. The impact on the heart is particularly concerning. Studies have shown that energy drinks can increase blood pressure and cause irregular heart rhythms within just 30 minutes of consumption. For seniors with existing cardiovascular conditions, this can trigger chest pain, shortness of breath, or dangerous arrhythmias. Even in healthy adults, frequent energy drink use has been linked to higher rates of stroke and sudden cardiac events. Replacing energy drinks with healthier alternatives is essential. For those who enjoy caffeine, moderate amounts from black coffee or green tea provide alertness without the excessive sugar and stimulants. For hydration and energy, water infused with lemon or cucumber is refreshing and supports circulation. Smoothies made with whole fruit, vegetables, and protein offer sustained energy and nutrients without the crash. Doctors emphasize that energy drinks are not appropriate for seniors, particularly those with high blood pressure, diabetes, or heart conditions. The risks far outweigh the short-term benefits. What feels like a burst of energy is actually a wave of stress hormones and sugar that strains the body. Over time, this contributes to the very problems seniors want to avoid: heart disease, stroke, and fatigue. The truth is, energy after 55 should come from balanced meals, hydration, good sleep, and light activity, not from chemical stimulants. By cutting out energy drinks and replacing them with safer choices, seniors protect their hearts, lower inflammation, and ensure their energy comes from a foundation of real health rather than artificial jolts. Energy drinks may promise vitality, but for seniors, they deliver danger. They overstimulate the heart, flood the body with sugar, disrupt sleep, and quietly raise the risk of stroke. The best energy is steady, gentle, and natural, and that never comes from a can. Tea is often thought of as a healthy beverage, and when it's prepared simply, it can be. Green tea, black tea, and herbal teas contain antioxidants, polyphenols, and compounds that support heart and brain health. But the problem comes when tea is flavored, bottled, or sweetened with sugar and additives. Many teas marketed as healthy actually contain as much sugar as soda, along with artificial flavors and preservatives that cancel out tea's natural benefits. For seniors over 55, these hidden sugars and chemicals quietly add to inflammation, weight gain, and cardiovascular strain. The sugar content is the first red flag. Bottled iced teas and powdered instant teas often contain 20 to 40 grams of sugar per serving. This sugar, consumed first thing in the morning, spikes blood glucose and forces the pancreas to release large amounts of insulin. For seniors with reduced insulin sensitivity, the sugar lingers in the bloodstream, damaging blood vessels and fueling inflammation. Over time, this pattern contributes to type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and increased stroke risk. What looks like a light, refreshing tea is in fact a high-sugar beverage with serious long-term consequences. Artificial flavors and additives make matters worse. Many sweetened teas include preservatives to extend shelf life and synthetic flavorings to mimic fruit or floral notes. These compounds provide no nutritional value and may irritate the digestive system or contribute to oxidative stress in cells. Seniors, who often have more sensitive digestion, may experience bloating, discomfort, or fatigue after drinking these flavored teas. While these effects may seem minor at first, the cumulative burden on the body weakens resilience over time. Caffeine can also become an issue, depending on the type of tea. Black tea and many bottled teas contain significant amounts of caffeine, which may worsen anxiety, raise blood pressure, or interfere with sleep. When combined with sugar, the stimulating effects of caffeine mask the body's fatigue, leading to a rollercoaster of energy spikes and crashes. For seniors, this instability increases the risk of falls, irritability, and cardiovascular stress. Even teas marketed as diet or sugar-free are not always safe. These often contain artificial sweeteners such as aspartame or sucralose. While they avoid sugar spikes, they may disrupt the gut microbiome, affect blood sugar regulation, and increase cravings for sweets later in the day. Seniors who regularly consume artificially sweetened teas may find themselves overeating or relying on more snacks throughout the day, undermining long-term health goals. Another overlooked issue is acidity. Many flavored teas, especially fruit-flavored varieties, are acidic and may erode tooth enamel or irritate the stomach. Seniors who already deal with sensitive teeth or reflux may find these teas worsen their symptoms. Combined with sugar, the acidity further damages oral health, which is closely tied to systemic inflammation and heart disease risk. Fortunately, there are safe and beneficial alternatives. Unsweetened tea, whether black, green, or herbal, retains its natural antioxidants and supports circulation, memory, and energy. Green tea in particular provides catechins that reduce inflammation and support healthy cholesterol. Herbal teas such as chamomile, rooibos, or peppermint are naturally caffeine-free and can calm digestion while hydrating the body. Preparing tea at home allows complete control over what goes in, avoiding the hidden sugars and additives of bottled or powdered versions. For those who enjoy flavored teas, natural methods are healthier. Adding slices of lemon, orange, or fresh mint to brewed tea creates refreshing flavors without sugar or artificial additives. A small teaspoon of honey can add sweetness if needed, but it should be used sparingly to avoid excess sugar. Seniors can also explore herbal blends with naturally sweet ingredients like licorice root or dried fruit pieces that deliver flavor without harming circulation or raising blood sugar. Doctors emphasize that hydration should be the first priority in the morning. Water, unsweetened tea, or herbal infusions help replenish fluids lost overnight without straining the cardiovascular system. By contrast, sweetened teas dehydrate the body and flood it with sugar, increasing inflammation and damaging arteries. Replacing bottled teas with homemade, unsweetened versions is one of the simplest yet most powerful steps seniors can take for heart and brain protection. The key message is that tea itself can be a health-supporting beverage, but when it is flavored, bottled, or sweetened, it turns into another hidden source of sugar and additives. For seniors after 55, the risks accumulate quickly: higher blood sugar, inflamed arteries, poor sleep, and greater stroke risk. Avoiding these harmful versions and returning to simple, unsweetened tea ensures that the benefits of tea are preserved. Sweetened or flavored teas may look light and harmless, but they quietly undermine health. Unsweetened teas, on the other hand, can support longevity and comfort. For seniors, the choice each morning is clear: skip the bottled teas and enjoy the real benefits of tea brewed simply at home. The first drink you choose each morning sets the tone for your entire day. Sugary coffee drinks, packaged juices, energy drinks, and flavored teas may seem harmless, but after 55 they quietly strain the heart, raise blood sugar, and fuel inflammation. By avoiding these choices and reaching instead for simple, unsweetened coffee, tea, water, or whole fruit, seniors can protect their energy, circulation, and independence. Small decisions at the breakfast table often shape long-term health. Choose wisely, and every morning becomes a step toward a stronger heart, clearer mind, and more vibrant years ahead.